right, cool. This is a stretch video. Shout out to my brother and my dad who said, Mindy, we want a 20-minute stretching video for after workouts. And my mom said, yeah, I want that too. So really shout out to the entire fam on going, this is what we want. And so here I am putting this together for you. So all of that to say, we are starting on the ground. We're gonna sit cross-legged, normal cross-legged. So let's go ahead, let's stretch out the neck and the shoulders kind of first and foremost. So put your left hand down on the ground and you're going to grab with the right hand the opposite ear and pull that ear down to that shoulder. This is really gonna stretch out on the side of the neck, on the top of the shoulder here. Cool, let's release. We'll go the other way. Release a ton of tension up in the neck from working out, sleeping weird, bent over your computer, bent over your phone, all that good stuff. Back the other way. Forgot to start my watch. There I go. Go the other way again. Maybe you notice on the second time around, on the third time around, that you have a little bit more kind of flexibility here and some tensions releasing in the shoulder and the neck, all that good stuff. If you feel like you can stick those fingers out a little further on that left hand, let's go there as well. Cool, final time, we'll switch sides again. Excellent, delightful. We're going to reach all the way up with both hands, kind of root down into our butt, look up, and then we're gonna drop those elbows down and kind of back behind us a little bit. So you're really opening up here on the armpits, on the chest. You're looking up to the ceiling. And this will be a really good opener. Again, chest, shoulders, the whole shebang. Let's go ahead and reach up again. Oh, and then drop it down again. Cool. One more time around. Let's reach up real tall. Even look down, kind of tuck your chin. And then drop the elbows down. Look up to the ceiling. Wonderful. Okay. While you're cross-legged here, we're actually going to go out in front of us. So here, I'll turn to the side. But as you're cross-legged, we're going to kind of put our hands down in front of us. We're gonna walk, and you're gonna walk out until you kind of feel that stretch all on the outsides of the hips here. Once you're there, cool. If you can find your elbows down to the ground, amazing. If not, also amazing. Just wherever you can feel that stretch on kind of the back, on the outsides of the legs here. Even through like the armpits, you'll kind of feel that as well. Cool, let's walk you back in. Switch the direction of your legs. So let's go this way now. So now one leg is kind of more on top of the other, and we're gonna walk it back out again. You might notice one way, hold on, one way is a little tighter than the other. Maybe you're going, Mindy, they're both tight. In which case, also wonderful. Let's stay here for a little bit of time. And again, maybe that range of motion is right here, right? You're just trying to kind of sink that chest down and in, kind of root down on your butt cheeks here, kind of wiggle, feel it out. See what feels good for you and what you feel like is going to release some tension here throughout the body. You've been putting in a lot of work, whether that's physical work with workouts, whether that's work, and you're at a desk, maybe you're out on the job, whatever it is. It's a lot of strain. So let's kind of loosen up here on some of that tension. Let's walk you back in. Let's flip legs another time. Walk you back out. Maybe this time around, again, you notice that, ooh, I can get a little bit deeper. We're kind of loosening up here on the body. Beautiful, I like it. Cool. Kind of walk you back in. Again, we'll go the other way another time. Walk you back out. Need you to let go. Sweet. Okay, walk you right back in. Now, we're gonna stay seated, but we're gonna go on this butterfly stretch. My favorite. Feet come together here. You'll kind of notice knees might be way up here. That's okay. Knees might be here. Maybe knees can touch all the way down. You're trying to, wherever you're at, hands kind of come to the feet or they can come out in front of you. You're trying to kind of lean into that from the hips. Let me scoot back a little bit. Lean in from the hips to where you're feeling that all on like the insides of the thighs. Even inside kind of like the hip flexors here too. Cool, let's come up kind of out of it. Shake out the legs, kind of put them forward here, and then we will come back again into the butterfly and lean it back in. I always find it helpful to kind of get out and then come back in and feel, maybe the differences from round 1 to round 2, round 3, but also it's kind of a nice little break to get out of the stretch and then find it again. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to go and stretch the backs of our legs. So let's stick the legs all the way out in front of us. Again, kind of root down here. If legs can't get all the way straight, that's okay. Again, we can always kind of bend here if we need to, perfectly fine. But reach up overhead, and then we are coming out in front of you. You're going to reach where you can. Maybe that's knees, maybe that's calves, ankles, toes, but we're going to kind of settle in here. It's going to be the backs of the legs, the low back, even the shoulders, kind of the upper back here, into the armpits, the whole shebang. And we can even kind of tuck our chin here. Come back up out of the stretch. We'll reach up again. And then we'll sink it forward another time around. Wonderful. All right. let's now find our way down onto our backs. Oh, for some of us, low key, this might be a little challenging on the low back here. So let's kind of root down. First and foremost, kind of wiggle here on the hips, on the knees, and kind of work on getting in the flat back. What's kind of helpful, for me anyway, is kind of windshield wipering on the knees here and kind of rooting down, just getting comfy with being on your back. It can also be helpful to kind of drive the knees in. You can kind of rock here a little bit and feel that low back hitting the ground. And then again, we will find the feet down on the ground and you rooting down, getting comfy on the low back, or on the full back rather. Then we're going to we're going to use the right foot and we're going to stick it on the left thigh. So now you're in kind of like a figure four situation. This might be delightful and wonderful for you, or we can always lift up this left leg and kind of pull this in. The stretch here might be a little different for some people. If you are here and you feel it on the outside of the leg, great. Maybe you kind of feel this through the fronts of the thighs if you have trouble being fully flat on your back. Wonderful. So here we are on that one. Or maybe you need to bring this in and you'll really start to feel that on the outside of that right thigh, that right kind of butt cheek. Delightful. If you want a little bit of a hamstring stretch as well on the left leg, you can send the left leg straight up into the air. But this is going to be you, flat, nice back. We got the leg here bent for the outside of the glute. We got the hamstring. Got a little bit of hip flexor going on in that right leg as well. Good. Let's flip legs. So let's bring both feet back down. Put the left leg up on top of the right leg, the right thigh. Drive the right knee in. Again, if you feel like you need to keep it closer to the ground, that's a-okay. Just wherever your range of motion allows here. If you need to find, honestly, a little bit of a rock, that's a-okay as well. My left hip is much tighter than my right. Cool. All right, let's bring both feet down. From here, let's go ahead, let's bring our knees in, and we're going to kind of rock a little bit side to side. Just feel good on the back being in contact with the ground. You can even do kind of like a little circle here with your knees. Feels delightful on the back, on the hips, the whole shebang. Cool. Okay, we're going to find our way up onto our hands and knees. So where we're going to go this time around. Now we're going to drive one leg kind of here out in front of us. We might need to hang on to something, but we're going to kind of lunge out into this front leg. If you need to get a little bit more room and stick that foot even further out in front of you, cool. But we're going to feel that stretch all on the leg that is back on the front of it. So it's going to be a lot of the glute stretch here. A little hip flexor work as well. Again, we're just going to hold this here, kind of sink into it, breathe into it. Cool. Let's go ahead. We'll flip legs. You can either flat foot in the back, or you can tuck that toe up underneath, whatever feels the best for you. And then we will go ahead and we will lunge it again forward. I know that you know about my high sock journey, and now I have white lint like everywhere because of my brand spanking new white socks. So that's fun for me to discover here in this video. Delightful. Flip again the other way. We're gonna go back. We're gonna do the first leg again. Okay, flip you one more time. Lovely. Let's come back and in. Okay, one final thing that I want to do. Let's go ahead. Let's flip your hands kind of here to where your palms are facing up and your fingertips are facing back. And this will be a really nice kind of wrist stretch and kind of like the fronts of the forearms here. I know it's kind of weird looking. So like if I'm looking at you, you're here. You feel that all in the back, so like the hands, the wrist. Cool, let's go ahead and flip the other way. So now we'll do fingertips facing backwards, palms are facing down, and forearms are facing forward. Nice. Okay. On that note, we will come back to kind of the center here in your cross-legged, and we will call that a stretch. I think you got about 18 minutes worth. So anything you need, let me know in the comments, and I like it. If you like the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and I will see you next time around for a workout or for a stretch. Ta-ta, ta-ta.